Hello? Boo, 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 boo. Hello, bro. I'm good. How are you? I, my OBS Studio needs update. My camera is not working. I need to update OBS Studio. But if I update, it will mess my entire thing. So today is going to be without my pretty face. All right. So I'm gonna be completing this supply and demand session. Just a quick recap. This session is basically pure on market structure. If we are bullish, we are creating break of structure. Then we only take demand setups for the longs. If we change structure, then our bias is still bullish until we break structure. So that will invalidate our um, our long bias that happened before. Okay. So in this case here, and you only trade London session. So the overall structure is bullish. Then we look for a bullish setup. So here we have a demand setup ready. Okay. And not only that, we are bullish and also break structure. So if the price retested the zone, we're gonna look for an entry. We did test the zone, so our entry should be if the price break candle right there, which it did. So we're gonna place stop order right there, and then our stop is gonna be at the end of the zone, targeting 1-to-1. Nice. Hold up. I forgot how much I was risking. Let me see. Yeah, I'm risking 0.5% of a 50k account. Okay, that TP hit. Lovely. We go to the next session. Yeah, our overall structure is bullish. We have a change of character, but not there is no break. Actually, yes, we do have a change of character here, and then break of structure. So our bias is bearish now. We look for a supply. Now we change character. We did not break structure yet. We did break structure now, but we don't have any demand setup. Yeah, I don't think we'll have any. Yeah, it's 5 a.m. Is it 5 a.m.? No, not yet. Okay, we have a setup right there. That is oh no, we did not break structure. So that was a demand setup valid, but it did not break structure, so we don't take it. Even though it worked out, but yeah, it is what it is. Hello, yeah, bro, how are you? Good, good, good. Okay. Okay. Change of character, break of structure, no supply. We do have a supply here, but there's no break of structure. Okay, so yeah, it's invalid. Okay. We do have a supply zone here. If the price retest, the price left without it. That's not valid because it does not intercept with a fair value gap. Which still works though, like watch how the price works with this level. But like this level should be how can I say, this candle should be intersecting with a fair value gap. It will just make it a higher probability. That's it. But here it worked perfectly. There's no any supply setup. Okay, and then we are outside of our time zone. Okay, overall structure, we are just in consolidation. We break structure here, so we are bullish, and that is a small demand zone. Yeah, that's very annoying when like it leaves without you. That's very sad. You need to be disciplined and be patient to wait for that setup to actually the price come back to it. Yeah. 3 days in a row, no trades. I think that was a setup though. Oh no, it was before the London session. We only take after the London session, so break of structure. Okay, so we are bearish. Change of character, break of structure. Yeah, there's no setup. Break structure. Okay, we're back to bearish now. And there's no supply. We do have actually. Oh wow, look at that. Would you look at that? So our overall structure is bearish, right? Then that's our first supply setup. And watch how the price comes back to it. Retests. Let's see how the reaction here. So as we said, we did break structure, but we need, since we are bearish, we need to have double break of structure. So that's just a change of market structure. We need a break of structure to confirm that the trend on the 3-minute time frame has changed. This could be just a sweep of liquidity. And then we got stopped. Okay, so far on February there's only 2 trades, 1 lose, 1 win. Oh, okay. We are bullish. There's no demand set up. We are back to bearish. Did we retest this? Nope, by a tick. Actually, we did, I think. Yeah, we did. So that'll be your entry, your stop at the end of the zone. 1 to 1. Oh, this is a very consolidation. It's very choppy. We got stopped. So now I'm just gonna be faster than the first session, because first session we explained, like we run through multiple examples on how the structure should work. So here I'm just gonna fast forward. Okay, that's a roller coaster. What's this, GDP? I think that's a GDP. Yeah, GDP news. That candle is a GDP news. Change of character, break of structure. Okay. See if the price tests the setup for shorts. It did not. Change of character. Not valid anymore because we change character and then we break structure. So yeah, outside our timing. Next session. We're bullish. That's not a valid setup because it did not break structure, so we don't take it. And in any case, the price invalidated. So Yeah, nothing. February is a dead month, I guess, for this strategy. Change of character. Holy, that's like a. See, like this strategy doesn't really work in consolidation. It's very bad. So you have no bias here, like literally no bias. Price keeps on breaking structure on different sides. There's no swing. It's crazy. Uh, um. Okay, we have a demand setup here. Let's mark it out. The price retested. Did not give us an entry yet, but I'm gonna place my entry here. 1 to 1. And we got stopped. Price it changed character, but it did not break structure when it retested the zone here. Now after it stops us out, it breaks structure. It changed the bias. 3 losses so far, 1 win. So we're down -2R. Ooh. Change of character. Break of structure, but we don't have any supplies set up. We do have this here. Yep. Very, very slow month. Let's see. Oh, you are telling me I was backtesting this entire time with no voice? Oh my god. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Uh, yeah. Thanks for letting me know. I was saying I don't know if you heard what I said here. It's, let me just uh go back to the setup, show you what I mean. Okay, here. So I said here I would love to see the price. So why is this setup it worked out perfectly? Because the price retested the zone with a rejection candle. Okay, so it retested the zone with a rejection candle, and not only that, it rejected it and then closed back up bullish, which makes it a higher probability. You could add this as a variable on your backtest, means that you could create a tag called retest rejection bullish for demand setup, rejection bearish for bearish for whatever. You just name the tags whatever you want. Okay, so and then you make a screenshot for each, and then you filter. For example, I'm not a very big fan of a price retesting my zone with a closure of a candle. It's still valid, but it makes it a bit less probability because it does not show a reaction from this zone, right? I love to see reaction, like here, it retested and then rejected away. So you could make a tag on this, like rejection bullish candle for demand setup, and then a rejection bearish candle. Like it could be still bearish but rejected, still good, but you need to see the win rate. I don't know, you need to add this tag and then gather data on it and then see the win rate of each. That's where you will filter your setup. For example, here that was a valid setup, but I'm not a big fan of it. Why? Because the price retested the supply with a closure. It shows no rejection, right? It shows no reaction from this. So I actually don't like this entry. You could see we got stopped instantly here. And since it's supply and demand setup, it only works on one mitigation. So once the price mitigates this zone, then the other retests are just not valid because it just got mitigated and that's it. But it got mitigated in a closure candle. Like you do not want to see this. But I'm just following the rules. So these, yes, of course, yeah, of course. This works on every point of interest, any point of interest. So of course, let's say we have a fair value gap, right? I want to see a rejection. Fair value gap. I'm gonna show you the validity of what I'm saying. For example, here we have a fair value gap. Price retested it with a rejection and then went up, which is very good, and then it went back down. But like this move, he could have taken it, this entire move. But obviously the price, oh no, actually, sorry, yeah, I got mixed up with the demand and supply. But yeah, so for the fair value gap, we sweep the fair value gap and then we reject it back up. So that's the fair value gap point of interest. Let's see, yeah, here. That's a fair value gap. I'm not marking demand and supply, I'm just marking the simple point of interest, which is fair value gap. The price retested here with a rejection away with a bullish closure. And look how the price it consolidated, but it just went up perfectly. This rejection I wouldn't really count because it's just the price got mitigated, but this level shows a very strong support level. You could add this for your backtest as a variable tags. If you don't know what variable tags, just watch my first video on, like, you can open my YouTube, see the playlist, and then see my my tags, like how to create tags and what benefits do you get from it. Okay, now let's complete. Okay, so we have demand setup, price rejected, which is good. Rejects again, but it closes inside, which I don't like. Ooh, yeah, that's a stop right there. Why is it why is it a stop? Because price executed your entry and then went back down. Okay. Wait, actually, like I did not take the setup. Why? Because that's a demand setup, but the price did not break structure after the demand was created. So it has to break structure here for it to be valid for me. That's why I did not take it. This is a valid one here. Oh, okay. What time is it? Yeah, we still have time. So that is demand, price break structure here on this swing. I don't like this retest, but it might work out. Yeah, I just invalidated the setup. We go next day. I think we're gonna end the strategy today here. We still have time. Oh, we have a setup here. That's setup. So we have this demand zone, price break structure, retested with a beautiful rejection and then close above the zone. That's your stop, targeting 1-to-1. See the reaction. See. I'm pretty sure if I go back to these stops that I had, the majority of the stops were just price retest the zone closing inside. Like I'm 100% sure about this, 100%. Because you all like look, the price went like 3R, almost 3R. But you got my point. Just add this as a filter to your strategy and then see your win rate. This works on any point of interest, anything. Whether it's order block, breaker block, mitigation block, fair value gap, inversion, support and resistance, or retest, everything. Yeah, this is annoying. This is a roller coaster, I swear. Hold up. Change of character and then break of structure, which makes this setup valid. Not anymore. See how the price retested the zone with the closure down? Alright, so now we change character. We did not break structure. Yeah, we did here on this swing. But there's no supply setup. Yeah, we're done here. Go to the next session. It's very annoying. This is a valid one. Yeah, the price is very rude. It left without you. Actually, there was a setup here. We got retest at 5, which is outside our trading time. This is a valid one here. I highly doubt the price will come back to it. That is a valid supply, break structure. We just retested here. I don't like the retest, but let's see. It invalidated. This one here is valid. Yeah, it breached our zone. We do have a demand set up now here. Price did not retest it. Left without you. We have another one here. Oh, it's actually outside our trading. I don't know why. It's because it's winter time. So it's from 2 a.m. until. Okay, it's whatever. So there is a valid demand zone. If we retest, we did not retest. Okay, that's a good retest. Not too bad. Boom, very clean, really good retest. See, that's a retest that I like. Retest rejection, close above the zone. That makes it a higher probability. Like I've mentioned it now, and then you're seeing it on every setup I mark. It's working almost so far 100% of the times, but there's no such thing as 100%. Which is has a higher win rate. Okay. We are bearish, but we don't have any supply setup. Nothing now. Yeah, there's nothing. Sad. Okay. We are 13th of March. We're almost done with the strategy. That is our supply. Price retested it. Not the way that I like, but it's fine. Ooh, we're just actually a tick away from getting stopped. We got lucky. But see, that's a bit risky. I think depends on your broker. With the spreads, you're cooked. I think you're cooked. Always when you trade forex, make like so your stop is at the end of the zone. Try to increase it a bit more, right? Just that's when you trade live, right? To avoid the slippage and spread. Like some brokers has a terrible spread and slippage, and then you'll get stopped here. But again, that just proves my point. It did not retest with a rejection away from the zone with a bearish candle. It rejected, but it closed inside the zone. But still worked out though. The trade still worked out. Ooh, what is this? This is gap. Yeah, there's nothing. It's 5 a.m. now. 5 a.m. in New York time. Okay. Just consolidation. Nothing clear. Yep. That is a valid setup. Oh, here. Yep. price did not retest. It invalidated it. That's a valid zone, but it's very far away. Yep, nothing. See, this is on one pair though. You'll be saying, "Oh, this strategy has not enough frequency." Yes, maybe on the pound, but you have a lot of forex pairs. I actually don't know how much forex pairs we have. You can see gold, euro, USD, JPY, GBP, JPY. There's like, it works on every pair. But so from what I've seen so far, Sully uses, like, he favors pound USD and gold for this strategy. Okay, that's a valid supply. Lovely. That's a good rejection again. That's a very good rejection, but if it was rejection with a bearish closure, that's just too good. Very clean, very, very clean. See, so far, what I've mentioned, when you see a rejection, just working 100% now. So far, 100%. That is a valid supply of price retests. That's also a valid supply, but the price is not retesting it. It did now though. Yeah, bro. That is an order block. I mean, it's just the same. It's the same. It's just the name, but like it's more used on the supply and demand thingy. So basically, the order block has to intersect with the fair value gap. For example, here the bearish order block, which is the supply, the last bullish candle before the drop that intersects with the fair value gap, like this. That's what makes it a valid order block or supply. On a retest, you wait for a break of candle and then you enter. You go for 1-to-1, just like that. So the price, okay. TP hit, clean, very clean. I'm just trying out the strategies. Yeah. Trying out strategies that are out there, you know. This I learned this from a guy called Sully. So I'm just seeing the win rate to show people that with a good risk management, one trade a day, you can make any strategy profitable. This strategy actually, it's the best out of all three that I've backtested. One for ICT, Silver Bullet. Second one for Casper SMC. The Silver Bullet was terrible. The Casper SMC was meh. Yeah, so. This one is the best so far. Okay. Demand here. All right, we did retest now. I'm not a big fan of this retest though, because again we closed below. Our entry is here now. And we got stopped. So yeah, I don't want to brag, but this loss could have been avoided. Just saying. This loss could have been avoided. Okay. Oh, that's another one actually here. This one is good. Oh, that's very sad. It breached our zone. Not valid anymore. But this one is here valid. Yeah, that's very sad. almost done with the month though. We're almost done. We're almost done. We have we are bearish now. That's a valid supply here. I think the price retested it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we did, with a really good rejection. No entry yet because we did not break this candle. Now we need the price to break this candle to enter. It did not, holy, and then it invalidated our setup. Now it's going to our direction. That's not a valid. I mean, that is a supply zone, but the price did not break structure after it was created. So yeah, and then we're out of our trading time. Oh, that's a valid supply. The price is very far away from it. It's another valid supply. That's not a valid one because it did not intersect with the fair value gap. Okay, we came back to the zone. Again, not a very high probability if we enter, which we did. Here, stop order, stop at the zone, targeting 1-1. There is no way, right? All right, good. Like, we're just one tick away, but I just went to TP at the end. That's good. That's very good. Okay, bearish. We're bearish. Change of character, and then we're still bearish. All right. It's a valid supply. Price did not retest yet. That's a supply as well. Price break structure after it was created. Market is zone. Okay, that's a good retest. Stop order right there. Stop is here. 1-1. And we got stops. So here, that's that. Now we are not 100% win rate anymore. But my point was to reject and then close bearish down. But that's too strict though. That's too strict. You need to gather data on it, because if you are actually looking for a very specific setup, that's a bit overfitting. But my point is always look for a rejection rather than a closure inside the range. Rejection away, that's very good. So this one is good, but that's a win rate. It did not work here. 28th of March. I think that's the last day of the month. Alright, that's a valid demand setup if the price retest. Yeah, price retest, but it invalidated. Now we are bearish. So we have a supply here. Okay. That's a supply setup. Rejected. Did not close outside the zone, but yeah, that's your stop order here. 1-1. Boom. And you got stop. And oh, we still have one more day. My bad. I thought that's a the leap year is February. Okay, my bad. That is a valid. Yeah. So we are bullish now. We break change of character and then we break structure. That is a valid supply demand, because we created the demand and we break structure. So the price retested. Not a big fan of the retest. Right, that's our entry here. Oh, for 1-1. And we got stopped. And that will be it for this strategy. Let's go to the analytics section and then see how things are. I think it's a bit messy. 62% win rate, 32 trade, not bad. 3 consecutive losses, 6 consecutive wins. That's huge. Well, that's not bad. Not bad at all. February and March are break even, and January was a banger. January was really good. But a very simple strategy. You just need to be very good at the structure to be able to understand your bias, right? But with the filters that I gave you, I think it will avoid that losses for 100% sure. 100% sure. Like probably like there's 3 trades that should be gone from there. And that will be it. The equity, like I can't judge on the equity curve now, but it's looking very good as long you are above the mean threshold. That's very good. We need to gather more data. 32 is not enough. At least 200. And yeah, that will be it. Think I'm. So now, since I finished the 3 strategies, so what I'll be doing from next Sunday is that I'm gonna go and backtest last week, which is this week's trades on the ICT, and then one for the Casper SMC, and one for the supply and demand, and to see how was it during this week. I mean next week. Okay. And if you have any other strategies you guys want me to backtest, please send me DM. Yeah, you could send me on my Instagram, Discord, TikTok, whatever you want. But you have to be very strict with the rules. It has to be mechanical, and then I'm more than happy to be backtesting it in front of everyone. But that'll be it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good day. I'll see you next Sunday. Yeah. Take care. Take care. Bye bye.